I think that would be a really smart thing. Instead, it's just, here, have one of each. Bye-bye. Corsac. I think he's my lowest, so let's try and get him up there. Always good to see you. Forget how nice it is to have a friend, really. Otherwise, I'd have made the effort sooner. Yeah, it's not half bad, is it? It's especially good to know I have someone I can trust. Someone I can call on in times of need. That's so sweet, I can almost overlook the fact that you're clearly about to ask for a favor. That obvious, huh? Corsac gestures to a box tucked under his seat. Within the box is a bed of straw, a small bowl of seeds, and a bird. He looks up at Sylvia with what she's sure is a glint of malice. Is that a pet? Because... that one. Definitely that one. That's stupid. That might make him panic. That one. I think it's precious. What a cute little thing. Oh. Okay. So probably that hates me then. Please don't infantile the cunning predator, Sylvia. This is a spew jay. They named it for its projectile spit. I'll consider myself warned. People hunt these birds because their stiff feathers make excellent fletching. And hunters tend to kill their quarry. It's easier that way. Easier for the hunters, I mean. Sort of a bummer for the birds. You found a better way? I have, although it requires an extra set of hands. One of us needs to massage the bird while the other one carefully removes the appropriate feathers. I hate to impose, but you're the best friend I've got. And you're the only one in this whole land who might be willing to help. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not trying to weasel out of this or anything. But... haven't you made any friends in the guild? You've been here a while now. Funny you should mention it. Was a time not too long ago when I'd have said I didn't have much in common with anyone here. Nor for any need to seek common ground, that said. I aimed to keep my head down and do my job, and I did it just fine on my own. And now? Now, I suppose, I've developed an interest in socializing. That's your influence. You've reminded me there are benefits to running in a pack. Benefits? Like someone to massage the murder bird? Yeah, sure. That, sure. There are intangible benefits too. If you were the only friend I ever had, I would consider myself lucky. But lately I find myself thinking about the companionship of my peers. I watch the ease with which they gather, like rot flies congregating on a carcass, and I envy it. Hard to know where to start though. I'm sure I haven't come across as approachable here. Well, I wouldn't compare anyone to a rot fly, not by way of starting a conversation anyway. But otherwise, the first step is making friends is to just be open to it. So in that sense, you've already made progress. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll soon be surrounded by new friends, like a unicorn in heat. In the meantime, we should take care of this spew jay before it calls reinforcements. You know what they say. Birds of a feather eviscerate together. What exactly have I signed on for? Don't worry, I've got your back. And your hazard pay. Ah, so that's 8 as well. Hey, I'll take it. Had a feeling. Now, how thick are those gloves of yours? Because you should expect quite a bit of pecking. Fantastic. I feel I haven't judged his stuff, and I'm really getting worried about the time. To be honest, it's mostly salt and pepper that's the issue. Because I've got everybody's apart from salt and pepper. So their next one is the 9, but then I've still got the 10 beyond that. So I don't know how the hell I'm going to reach that in like 2 days. I guess hanging out? But let's do Corsac's 9. Gotta say, Sylvia, you continue to impress. I feel stretched to the limit most days, and I'm not doing half as much as you are. You're about as admirable as a slime. Oof, and you are doing so well, too. I'm gonna go ahead and assume you meant that as a compliment. How else would I mean it? Well, slimes lacking backbone, or bones of any kind, I guess. They make up for with their brilliant and beautiful minds. Mind of the oh my god, look at oh my god, look at them, look at the both of the slimes. That is so adorable, I love slimes. Lasts until the end of the current haggle. Draw an extra card per turn persists. Okay. That actually really suits my lots of cards strat. Sure, why not? But what is you feeling stretched so thin today? Too much to do, not enough time. Yeah, I know that one. I'm barely back from one expedition, and I've got another one coming up. But first I've got to clean my canteen, sterilise some drinking water, put together some trail mix for me and the birds. Oh, and I've got to make fresh soap. That one's more for you than it is for me. Thoughtful. There's more though. Baptiste, he's decided to host a social hour. A gathering where we heroes can get to know each other a little better.
Sounds like the perfect opportunity to make some friends.
I hope so, as you may have noticed I can rub people the wrong way sometimes. Not bunnies though, I know just how to rub a bunny.
Your heart's in the right place, you'll do fine. Probably. In the meantime, why don't we take some of that stuff off your plate? You got money now, might as well spend it and spare yourself some stress.
Haven't been to the marketplace in a while, not since we got ice cream. Let's head that way now and see what we can find. A lot of people out today. Reminds me of the way armadillos will crowd around an oasis. That usually ends in blood, or a mating free-for-all.
Well, you wouldn't find any rutting rodents here. You can buy pretty much anything you can think of. As much as I admire the DIY attitude, your time is too precious to DIY.
I think I understand you, but my tracking skills are useless here. Point me in the right direction? Well, that is definitely not his thing, because he's all about sustainability. It's gonna be one of these two. That one is probably like... But there's... this is... the packaging is wasted, so this one is definitely the right one.
Handmade soap will free up some of your time, and trying out new scents is fun.
Yes! Ha! Well, I had a feeling you wanted me to bathe between expeditions. I think some soap would be a fine choice. I can only hope that I have something the chipmunks will like. Corsac drifts through the throngs. He manages to avoid bumping into anyone despite having his eyes on the wares. At first, he seems genuinely intrigued by the items on display. There's even a ghillie suit for sale. But on inspection, the ghillie suit is made entirely of synthetic materials. The birdhouses are small and made of plastic. The journals are flimsy and suitable for outdoor conditions. Given how receptive consumers are to my sustainable potions, I'd assume local businesses would be more ecologically responsible. I thought Raftons recognised how precious the environment is. I thought they cared. Wait, there's plastic? What is the setting of this game? But it seems convenience and thrift eclipse all other concerns.
It can't be all that bad. I mean, there's vegan ice cream.
Just the one flavour, though. Really drives home the point. I'm as much an outlier here as I ever was. And I don't have much hope Baptiste's social mixer will be the thing to change that.
You belong here as much as anyone does, Corsac. Don't give up on finding your pack.
Maybe we're a pack of two. Maybe that's plenty. For now, though, I've got to get ready for that expedition. Don't worry, I'll come back after it's done. Even if there's a part of me that just wants to keep on walking. Feels like an outcast craves more social connection. Make the most of that. Petrification and tolerance. Okay, well they are doubling up because that's the second petrification, but I do have both of those. He's hoping to make a connection with some fellow heroes. A petrification cure will keep him loose, and a tolerance will help him hold his liquor. Done! Alright, let's max out Quinn.
So, did you get the potions?
Yeah, I don't know if giving away stuff for free is a great business model, Sylvia. But I don't mind reaping the benefits. And this combo you came up with could be just the thing to get my powers a boost.
That's the idea.
But range is just half the problem, the other is precision. And I think I've figured something out that could help me with that. Here's the thing. Clairvoyance is sort of a catch-all term. It covers a range of abilities. I'm thinking my deal is more accurately telemetry. It relies on associations between an item and a place, or a person.
So it's not entirely random then?
Right. I eat squid vine, I see the mer person who harvested it. I start washing stuff down with your potions, I see you. And now, I've just got my hands on some grapes, the same variety my... sorry, I struggled with that word. My parents grew.
So if you eat them, then maybe I'll get a glimpse of your parents?
It's a theory anyway. There's only one way to test it.
So you're gonna do it? Right now?
I mean, may as well. You want to stick around?
Sure, of course.
Cool. Here goes. I see them. It's working. Wow.
What do you see?
I see my mother. Her hair is shorter, but it's definitely her. She's having a cocktail. My father is grooming the ferret.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
Keep it clean, Sylvia. It's his pet. They're just living their lives. As if nothing were wrong, as if their only child hadn't run the heck away from them.
Oh, Quinn, I'm sorry. That really stinks. I know you must have hoped. What can I do? Are you okay? Say something.
Meh. To be honest, I expected this.
You must be disappointed, though.
Yeah, of course I am. But this is who they are, Sylvia, who they've always been. It's not me who needs to change. I have days where I forget that. Bad days where I get caught up in wishful thinking. But the bad days aren't so bad lately. Because I've got you now, and you're plenty. Aw. Too much sometimes. Yeah.
Don't ever change, Quinn. I mean, you're a terrible, horrible person, but sure, yeah, I mean that. Why not?
I don't plan on it. But it's kind of alright being out of my comfort zone sometimes. I'm glad I didn't push you away. I mean, I tried. You're stupid stubborn, Sylvia.
I just had a feeling we'd make a good team. And I also have a feeling that we should be really excellent at hugging.
You've gone too far, Sylvia. I'm quickly rethinking my don't push her away stance.
Sorry, Quinn, this is happening.
Oh, what the hell.
That's kind of sweet. Take it or leave it. Effect ignores shield. Raise interest to the next level, that's not bad. Yay! That one was alright. Like some of the others, it didn't, or like Mint's, it didn't feel as conclusive. But I suppose Quinn's thing was sort of a minor, hey, I'm doing this, you may as well be here for it kind of storyline, rather than something as like do or die as Mint's came across. Radiation tonic, okay, and a curse cure, sure.
Oswald?
Masterworks too, they're not fooling around, not a bit.
Oswald, hello?
What else? Need to be ready, what am I missing? Think.
Oswald! What in the world are you doing?
Ah, Sylvia, I thought you were still asleep.
Yeah, I totally was. I was having a real nice dream, too. You were in it. Only you've been transmogrified into a big bowl of ramen.
That's quite weird, Sylvia. Quite weird.
Well, so are you. It's the sound of your talons pacing up and down the counter that woke me up. You want to talk about whatever's bothering you?
It's nothing, it's... Well, I suppose I'm anxious. We're so close, Sylvia. So close to winning, so close to restoring my proper form. If you win that grand prize, I'll have arms again, fingers, and you know what I used to do with those. I used to knit, Sylvia.
Keep it clean. Fucking hell. I scarcely know what I'll do first. Sorry, that came out wrong in a way that I didn't intend.
What about mopping? Could the answer be mopping?
You act as if I'm some freeloader. It's not my fault these wings aren't made for manual labour. But, so you know, it's been an honour, Sylvia. The sheer existential horror of being forced to live as a bird notwithstanding. I'm happy to have this chance to get to know you, to work alongside you. I know I've no right to say it, but I'm so very proud.
Wow, that's actually really nice to hear. And to be honest, I feel the same. I mean, they told me you were dead. I thought I'd lost you before I even got to know you. I feel really fortunate that we've had this time together.
Dear niece, it warms my heart to hear it.
Just to be clear, though, none of this is getting you out of mopping. Day one.
I thought she was... Who owns the shop? She owns it, right? So is he... What? It gets iffy. I told myself I wasn't going to cry. I've taught her everything I can. It's up to her now. Wow, I earned 100 grand today. Day 47. Persecution complex cures, basic potions are up, enhancers are down, crater. 10 grand from the vendor. It's not really much point using the slimes anymore. We have 3 star 3 positives. It's about a third the value of my other one. Damn. Curse. Okay, 4 star. Thunder, mostly for selling. Ice, mostly for selling. Mana. Send that to Baptiste. And I've got some aged health, and more, aged fire, and aged thunder. Baptiste, you get, yeah, you get one that isn't aged. Sorry. There you go. Shipped. Baptiste rank 10 unlocked. And you get those. Ship. Corsac rank 10 unlocked. Quinn has shrugged off disappointment and learned to let a little light into their life, thanks in part to their bond with Sylvia. Buoyed by Sylvia's support, Muktuk has renewed his commitment to creating art that is as useful as it is beautiful. Luna is 7. Roxanne is 8. Salt and Pepper is 8. Baptiste is 9. Despite some setbacks, Baptiste is resolved to improve the lot of the heroes, Guild's heroes, and he's taking Sylvia's feedback to heart. Mint, with Sylvia's support, Mint has realised she's more than earned her place in the Heroes Guild. That didn't really come across, I'm going to be honest. Corsac, discouraged by Rafter's disregard for the environment, Corsac is worried that Sylvia might be the only person who ever gets him.
Zed!
Zid has rediscovered the joy of creating meaningful art by completing her song that celebrates her love. Sorry, tongue-tied, you know. So Luna, Roxanne, and Salt and Pepper are the only 3 that I'm really at all worried about now. I'm loading the vending machine with basically everything that's costed up at the moment, but I'm keeping at least 3 of each because I've got 3 unknowns left to do and I'm not taking chances. I'm sort of predicting that Salt and Pepper could be like Thunder and Dowsing to find like treasure on the high seas or something. So let's brew up some of them. But everything else I pretty much got. So yeah, I think I'm good. Alright, I will admit I looked up Salt and Pepper's favourite gifts because I'm nervous. And turns out they also like ore, which surprised me, but also mana. And apparently mana is a really good gift. And I noticed that like all of mana are diamond. So I'm going to try giving mana. I got the rank up. So that's good. I don't know if like I would have got the rank up if I'd given them the fish I've been giving, which are gold. But I'm just going to... Apparently everybody likes mana. And I've got like 60 of it. So I'm going to give everybody mana. I'm actually a little bit annoyed about this. If I'd known this sooner, I've had tons of mana for freaking ages and I didn't think it had any use. I was just using it for slime feeding. Depending on if the next rank up for Luna is also unlocked, which it should be because I've been giving her fruit fairly consistently through the game, I could have everybody up to the point where I know what potions they need. So, let's do Luna's. I'm glad to see you today, even more than usual.
It's those warm welcomes that keep me coming back.
Well, I hope you still feel that way after I asked you for a favour. Tell me something, have you ever done your finger stretches today? Because I've got 85 birthday cards to sign and I bet you can forge my signature pretty convincingly. It's actually just a squiggly line. Luna plops down a stack of 85 birthday cards. So it's her birthday, presumably, coming up. They feature an image of the Bay's infamous statue of Maven.
I bet this brightens your siblings' day.
Bet it makes them shriek. I choose this particular image for a reason. Growing up, our parents used Maven as their own personal boogeyman. Luna, you better clean your room, finish your dinner, ace the test, or Maven will come and take you away to her island. Probably blows their minds that I moved to that very island of my own free will. Luna begins gracing each card with a slapdash but impressively consistent signature. Sylvia commits it to memory and pitches in. I appreciate the help. We're all from the same clutch, so birthdays can be a lot.
Does this mean your birthday's coming up?
No, not for a couple of months, but the mail on the mainland is super slow and I don't want these to be late. I usually just work on my birthday, but maybe we can do something fun this year. It's awfully nice having a friend in town, it makes me happy. I especially like having someone around to help me forget about work for a little while.
Wait, really? I thought you liked thinking about work.
I mean, generally, but my new client, the one I told you about in a vague and mysterious fashion, she is kind of a lot.
Oh, who is it? Promise not to tell anyone.
Technically, I'm still bound by an NDA, I can't name any names. But there are some loopholes in the agreement, and I know you're trustworthy. I'll tell you this much, the client is a celebrity on the mainland, she's royalty in fact. Tell me more.
Do royals need publicists?
Do they ever? I mean, if you think about it, their authority sort of relies on selling people a certain image. Noble bloodlines, grace, taste, and wisdom. A self-evident right to rule, royals are constantly selling a narrative. And if word gets out that a certain spoiled princess is ill-suited to choose breakfast, much less the course of a kingdom, Well, that's when the subjects start asking uncomfortable questions about the line of succession. Some of them might even get a little coop, if you get what I mean.
Sounds like important work. You're basically a kingmaker.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm just drafting social media posts about what she's eating for breakfast. But if I make it through this trial period, it'll pay well. That's something. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, apart from the fact that she's a bit difficult, there's sort of no reason for her to drop her. And from what I understand about working with clients, everybody is a little bit difficult. You always find ones who are difficult, and that's not a reason to just drop someone who's high paying. Like, if she was actively awful, that's different. But
you can tough it out. The only way is through, remember?
yes, that's right. You know me, I can handle the stress. And the benefits of the situation potentially outweigh any negatives. Exactly what I was just saying. To me, there's nothing better than amplifying worthy voices and ideas. I love giving the little guy a platform. And the little guy doesn't tend to have a robust marketing budget. Working with a large client can be a hassle, but taking their money lets me offer affordable services to smaller clients. And as long as I can juggle the demands on my time, I can make everybody happy. That includes my parents. I know I'm not supposed to care what they think, but I can't help caring a little bit. And they were thrilled by this news, Sylvia, like seriously over the moon. They still don't get what a marketer publisher does, but working for a princess, they wrap their heads around that super quick.
I see what you mean, and I'm happy that your parents are happy for you.
Thanks. And just to prove all the help the little guy stuff is more than just talk, have a new coupon. That's a really pretty coupon.
Careful or you'll spoil me.
Don't even joke about it. 1 diva on my client list is more than enough. But as far as I'm concerned, you're the one who deserves the royal treatment. You're awesome, Sylvia. And that's a message I'm happy to promote totally free of charge. Luna is quite sweet. Yay, next rank up. Thanks for joining me. I've got to pick out some new office furniture. And as harmless as that sounds, it can be a fraught experience.
Why? Are you a big spender?
Not exactly. Just come with me to the lamp vendor, okay? That's brilliant. And pull me out if I do anything weird. As soon as they step inside the lamp seller's stall, Luna tenses up. Her pupils grow large. That's so adorable. I love it. Oh my god, that is making the most of having a moth character. Oh my god. Her pupils grow large, her wings flutter, she walks toward the nearest lamp. And she walks right into the lamp, bumping against it repeatedly.
Luna, snap out of it.
Oh no, I did it again, didn't I?
Maybe we should skip the lamps for now.
Why would she even buy a lamp if that's how she reacts to lamps, you know? Like, soft overhead lighting seems much safer. Rugs, but we better stay clear of the wool ones. I've been known to snack. Well, that wasn't quite the relaxing outing I had in mind. More out of sorts than I was at the start. Eyeballs don't randomly fall out of sockets, right? They're in there pretty good. My teeth are chattering so hard my face feels loose.
Nerves? Stress?
Yes and yes. Also lack of sleep. Drowsiness cure. Caffeine is nature's panacea, but it has its limits, and I may have found them, Sylvia. It's gonna be the stamina and the drowsiness. I called it from the beginning. I know I probably spend too much time complaining to you about my big client. But you're my best friend, Sylvia, and you're the best sounding board I have when I'm feeling desperate to vent.
Vent away, that's why I'm here.
You're too good to me, Sylvia. And I've probably noticed I've been burning the candle at both ends. Started feeling like I'm in danger of burning out completely. So I let Her Highness know that the amount of work she was asking for wasn't sustainable. I was afraid she'd be disappointed. Thought maybe I'd even lose her business. But instead she came back with an offer.
An offer?
She wants to buy the whole business, Sylvia. She wants my little boutique to become her full-time publicity team. That's right, a team. She wants me to expand, and her offer came with a very generous number attached.
Luna, congratulations. That's every entrepreneur's dream, right?
Maybe. To be honest, I'm not really sure what I want. How do I even begin to make such a big decision? Obviously not that one. She doesn't listen to her parents, she listens to herself.
What does your 5-year plan say? Does taking the offer get you close to your goals?
Sylvia, that's brilliant. I might not have planned for this specifically, but there is a plan. I need to consider the options, the opportunities in that context, and that's a lot to consider. Am I ready to see control on this scale? Am I ready to cut my other clients loose to focus on a single ongoing project? I don't know the answers.
Honestly, my head throbs when I even begin to think about it. Did I mention my eyes feel like they're bulging out?
You need some sleep, I think. A big decision like this, you need to come at it with a clear head.
Sleep. Now that you've said it, it's all I can think about. You're a master of subliminal suggestion, Sylvia. I hope you're using those skills in your daily negotiations. Oh, that's adorable. Raise interest by 10 at the start of their turn. And value increases by 5 each turn. Ooh, wow, that's amazing.
Listen to the sound of my voice and give me all of your money.
I'm not totally under your control. Though I pay you an absurd amount of money for a supercharged cup of coffee right now. Bloody called it!
Poor Luna, more coffee is the last thing she needs. Maybe I can brew up something even better.
Oh. Okay. She needs a good night's sleep. Damn! Slightly missed that. And I've just sold all my freaking mana. Oh no, I think I get 3 back. Or the next best thing, a combination of mana and stamina will rejuvenate her mind and body. I was very close though.